Easter eggs have become an integral part of the experience of playing a new game, and developers clearly enjoy putting these into their games as much as we enjoy finding them. The latest major release, Mortal Kombat 11, similarly has a lot of great Easter eggs as well, from callbacks and references to things that'll light a nostalgic fire under you. In this feature, we'll be taking a look at some of the best Easter eggs, references, and secrets we've been able to find so far in Mortal Kombat 11. Note, this feature contains spoilers for Mortal Kombat 11. KENSHI in the Crypt. KENSHI may not be around anymore, but though he's not part of the playable roster of fighters in Mortal Kombat 11, that doesn't mean he's nowhere to be found at all. Players can actually find his final resting place in the crypt. Hell, you can even take off his headband and wear it yourself. REPTILE in the Crypt. Another character that you can find in the crypt that isn't in the playable roster is REPTILE. Though his fate remains unknown in terms of the larger narrative, in the torture halls of the crypt, players can actually inspect a semi-transparent statue that triggers a short, secret cutscene, with REPTILE making an appearance, but then immediately fleeing from the scene. In fact, the statue in question is also one that fans of the Mortal Kombat movie might recognize. ERMAC in the Crypt. ERMAC too makes an appearance in the crypt, but not the kind you would expect. In the area called Lower Pit, you see ERMAC falling down from the sky, and immediately getting impaled and dying upon impact. Well, at least you get to take his amulet. GORO in the Crypt. The fierce GORO is yet another absentee who makes an appearance in Mortal Kombat 11's crypt, and his is probably the grandest of them all. He has an entire area named after him for starters, while you can also see him sitting on his massive throne, looking appropriately imposing and menacing, even in death. NOOB, SAIBOT, and Sub-Zero. NOOB, SAIBOT, and Sub-Zero have an interesting relationship. They share blood, they are not brothers, which is exactly what Sub-Zero tells NOOB when the latter calls the former brother in Mortal Kombat 2011. In Mortal Kombat 11, there is another scene involving the two where after winning a fight, Sub-Zero repeats the exact same line. Smoke. Here's another great interaction between Sub-Zero and NOOB, SAIBOT. In the build-up to a fight, Sub-Zero tells NOOB that the Netherrealm can have him. NOOB, however, quickly comes up with a snappy response, telling him that that is exactly where his longtime friend Smoke is as well. Movie reference. The Mortal Kombat movie has a special place in the hearts of many fans of the series, and Mortal Kombat 11 makes a direct reference to it as a bit of fan service. In one of the many intros we see before battles with characters interacting with each other, one of them says, "I guess you knew it would end this way," which is a line from the movie. Run the Jewels. Another reference to be found in one of the pre-battle intros is with Kano, where he references the Run the Jewels song Lie, Cheat, Steal. He does so by quoting some of the song's lyrics when he says lie, cheat, steal, kill, win. Frozen. In another excellent interaction between characters before fights begin, Mortal Kombat 11 makes references to Disney's animation phenomenon Frozen, with Cassie Cage referring to Frost as Elsa. In fact, in Frost vs. Frost battles, the two of them directly use quotes from the song Let It Go as well. Harry Potter. Here's another excellent pre-battle interaction for you, this time between NOOB, SAIBOT and, well, NOOB, SAIBOT. When one asks the other who he is, he responds by saying, "He who shall not be named," to which the first NOOB responds by telling the second to go back to his Deathly Hallow. Batman and Superman. And another reference found in an intro, this time making a reference to Injustice 2, one of NetherRealm's own games. Before they proceed to kick each other's asses, Raiden tells Sub-Zero about a dream he's had about a strange and unjust world. Apparently, Sub-Zero knows all about that world, with him directly mentioning a Dark Knight and a Caped Wonder. Cage fatalities. Johnny Cage is one of the most beloved characters in Mortal Kombat, having been around since the very first game. His daughter Cassie is actually used in the latest installment to pay homage to his early days. One of her fatalities is pretty much an exact replica of Johnny Cage's fatality in the SNES version of Mortal Kombat 1. MILEENA. MILEENA suffered a pretty gruesome fate in Mortal Kombat 10. None of us have forgotten, and apparently neither have any of the characters in Mortal Kombat 11. In several pre-battle intros, we see various characters calling back to D'Vorah's antics from the previous game, with others just making passing references to past exploits of the daughter of Shao Kahn, from Liu Kang to Johnny Cage to Katana. Mocap. Mocap is one of the stranger characters we've seen in a Mortal Kombat game, and though he's not present in Mortal Kombat 11, the game still pays homage to him in a fun way. One of the hooked blades that Cabal uses is called Mocap Decapitators, so I guess that means we won't be seeing Mocap DLC then? Mercy. Mortal Kombat 11 sees the return of Mercy attacks, which are secret finishing moves. By holding down the left trigger and pressing down on your D-pad thrice, you essentially give your opponent a second lease of life, allowing the fight to go on a little longer. Toasty. Dan Fortin's hilarious "Toasty" is something that has passed into legend with Mortal Kombat fans at this point, and MK11 makes a brilliant callback to it that fans of the series will appreciate. All you have to do is perform the uppercut on the tournament stage in front of the main screen in the background repeatedly, and you will eventually hear Fortin's iconic delivery. And that about does it for this video. If you enjoyed what you watched and want to see more from GamingBolt, please hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to switch on the notifications bell icon next to it. That way you'll never miss any of our videos. Thanks for watching.